Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Welcome to another Megaton Man Monday. I think this is like week 25 or something crazy like that. So that means we've been doing it for half a freaking year now. But it is the year of Don Simpson. So hopefully, if you were at Heroes Con this past weekend, you got a chance to swing by Don's table and sell him out of his merchandise and art and get a commission and meet the man. Anyway, so we are looking at Don Simpson's Bizarre Heroes number 10 this week, the mainstreamers. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the like button and let's get right into it. I like this cover a lot. I think it looks like such a great classic superhero comic book cover. And I especially love the coloring on this. And I also love the little corner box art. Once again, the mystery continues, and I refuse to Google it at this point. I'm saving it for my next live conversation with Don Simpson. What the fuck is the Staple Syndicate? Jetstream, is that his name, Jetstream? I like him. I like these characters. They're clones. They're amazing. So let's open it. You know, I don't even know if Megaton Man is in here except for one panel. But he's sort of taken a back seat to the Bizarre Heroes. Don has created this crazy large cast of characters. There are these clones going on, so now the clones have just sort of met their counterparts, and they're sort of navigating this. But anyway, I love this splash page for a lot of reasons, especially since, as you must know by now, that Don pencils, inks, writes, and letters all of his own work, and his lettering is so good. I love his lettering so much. This page looks great. I love these classic heroes. Like, Don's such a great craftsman, you know what I mean? The anatomy's always on point, and just like, it never looks weird or wonky. It looks like so correct. Don came correct when it comes to comic books. I love the stippling. He's always doing something fun and imaginative with his brush and his quill, and always looking for different, ways. And like in typical Don Simpson fashion, you can barely turn a page without an introduction of a new character. The Bronze Age wrought iron, I thought that was hysterical, and I love the detail in his logo here. Especially such a, ridiculous name. Don is like the king of satire. And I often say, and I feel that part of the magic of his satire, and great satire in a lot of ways, it's like, it's this really beautifully classic superhero comic book art, but it's so absurd and ridiculous at the same time. Just the little funny jokes that they put in there. I don't know. And I got 3 pages in, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of ballsy to do like the 70 splash pages one after the other. And then I suddenly realized it's like a concept book, and every single page is a splash page. And I love a good concept book. I think, especially if you're like the lone wolf creator of a comic book, like, keep it fresh for yourself and your readers. Do something new, do something different. And if you're gonna do one panel a page, I mean, Don knows how to, maximize the space and fill it with a lot of dialogue. So, yeah. I mean, what a great shot is this. Like, every single page is, like, just, like, packed with detail. And his beautiful line work, very reminiscent of a master like Joe Sinnott with the beautiful, smooth lines. But that's, I think that's just one of his styles, and I think he counts that as his like quick style to be able to draw a monthly comic book, because then he has his more like sort of detailed style. This was such a great scene here too, like the brashness of the superhero leaping at Lava Kid, just leaping at, I forget what's his name here, but and then impaling himself on it. Because we're into the 90s now, so I feel like there's a lot of sort of like making fun of the sort of over, designed sort of 90s characters that, especially attributed to like Image Comics, I guess. But this is so great too. But the story flow, no pun intended, with the molten lava melting here, but is just really done well. I think even with this one panel, you know, we've had this before. I think of John Byrne's Marvel Fanfare issue with the Hulk, where he was just doing splash page after splash page. And I like it. You know, obviously, you know, I think Eric Larson has done this, did I mention in The Dragon? But, you know, and I'm sure it's probably wasn't the first time it was ever done and has been done since. And I'm here for it. I like it. Like I said, not every issue, but it's just kind of fun, you know. I like that, you know, throughout Megaton Man and Bizarre Heroes, it's been consistently inconsistent as far as, you know, pushing the envelope and experimenting and just introducing a bunch of crazy things, but staying true to itself at the same time. Love Dark Seas. I mean, that's what I mean. I think that, you know, despite the parody and the satire and everything that's going on, it's clear that Don Simpson is just a superhero fan at heart. Quantum Leaper, I was so happy to see him. What a great design. I just love this character so much. I hope we see him in some of the newer stuff. Don Simpson has already, I mean, so we still have the 1963 Megaton Man annual coming out in Patokia, in X amount of comics, and cannot wait for that. Then we have like the Megaton Man Omnibuy coming out, and then but Don Simpson has already started on new strips of Megaton Man, and that is his IP, that's his baby, that's his brand, and I am thrilled that he is continuing with it. You know, he just, if you follow him on Facebook, I'll put links and shit in the description, as I often do, but you need to be buying the 1963 annual. If you miss it and I review it, you're going to kick yourself. So hopefully you've already pre-ordered yours, like I have mine. But Don just, like, puts his stuff on Facebook, and I just hope that someone's smart enough to collect it at some point, because Don Simpson is the type of cartoonist that you really do want to hold the physical copy in your hand to appreciate the true beauty of it. I love this zesty comics featuring Phantom Jungle Girl and Gorilla Cowboy, one of my favorite characters there, and a woolly mammoth. So much goodness. So you just never know what you're going to get. And, like, what a ridiculous group of characters this is here. The new Detroit Crime Busters. Yes, that is so awesome. I mean, come on. That is so great. The Messiah, the Asp, the Harlequin, the Toronto Man. I mean, I forgot his name, but he's good. So much fun. And this tribute to Jack Kirby, 1917 to 1994 by Don Simpson. Look at all these beautiful Kirby dots. Anyway. Another beautiful splash page. And I love that they're like, this is not part of the story. It's just a gorgeous piece of art. It's fooled ya. Rubber Brother, Ms. Megaton Woman, Ms. Megaton Man, which is hysterical. Is it Ms. Megaton Man Woman or Ms. Megaton Man Woman? Toronto Man, Earth Mother, the Slick, Phantom Jungle Girl. I can't remember the name of that character right now, and it's killing me. But X-Ray Boy. So much fun. Could you imagine clipping this to order back issues of Bizarre Heroes? You're like flipping through your comics, going to sell your collection, then, oh shit, damn. Oh well. Anyways, another week of Megaton Man Mondays in the can. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking in 26 weeks later. I know that one person is watching. I know there is. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, hit like, I'll bring you more later. And next week, hit the notifications. You don't want to miss Bizarre Heroes number 11 and whatever other surprises I have up my sleeve. Thanks, guys.